Welcome! My name is Kristen Bowen and I am living the good life naturally. Quick little disclaimer and a little bit about me before I go into magnesium and candida so that you have an understanding of where I'm coming from. In 2000, I had a total and complete health crash. I was having up to 40 seizures a day. I was in a wheelchair. I was being fed through a tube. I had a catheter. It was awful. Lost my hair. That was the worst. Lost my hair. So Western medicine gave up on me. And it was in the process of taking my own power back that I was able to create better health for myself. And now I have this business called Living the Good Life Naturally, sharing with other people what I learned. I didn't create better health by thinking inside the box. I had to step outside of the box. Now for me, it took a total and complete health crash to get me to do that. I recognize not all of you watching this video are wanting or even looking to think outside of the box. But this is for those of you who are willing to look outside of the box. And for those of you that struggle with Candida, because we know that the toxins, just the toxins from the Candida can take our energy down and make it so that we're not waking up in the morning feeling awesome with energy. And when you wake up going, oh, how am I going to make it through this day? 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. You're not waking up sharing your gift, serving those people that you love and connecting with those people that you love. When you wake up with energy, your first thoughts are, what can I do today? What can I create today? And how can I connect? And it's just was a life-changing difference for me. So today, our entire focus will be on magnesium and candida. So yeast infections, if you're getting yeast infections, if you go to the mirror and put your tongue out and you've got white all over your tongue or a great big long crack, that's a way that your body's saying, we've got some candida overgrowth. So candida grows when we drink chlorinated tap water, when we have sugar, when we have stress, when we have hormones that aren't balanced. But this video today is prompted by my friend Julie, who sent me a text. And she said, Kristen, I feel better soaking in the magnesium. There were some benefits, but there was some downsides too. And as what would happen was her candida, she felt like would flare. Well, think of magnesium when you're soaking in the magnesium and getting to cell saturation, because that's our goal with magnesium, is to be at cell saturation where every cell is surrounded. That's when the real magic of magnesium happens. And so the way to do that is to do the 30-day soaking challenge and then evaluate your personal individual body chemistry. And so is what was happening when Julie was soaking was she would get some flare-ups of candida. Well, that happens quite often when people have candida, but if you know what to do next, you can make it so that you've got a better balance of candida, because you never completely get rid of candida. You always have some candida. It's a matter of balance going on in your body. And so is what I wanted to share with Julie. I thought, maybe that will make a good video. So now remember, I was willing to think outside the box. You may or may not be, okay? So I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing. I'm not prescribing. I am sharing with you something that costs pennies that you may already have in your house and made a life-changing difference at clearing up my constant candida issues. And that is when I would soak, I too would get candida flares until I added a cofactor for magnesium. Now magnesium is like my marriage. I'm better with my husband. I think better with him. I laugh more when I'm with him. I work better with him. He fills in all my spots. We're better together. Magnesium works better in a team. And one of the players of that team is boron. Now, for many people, they can get enough boron from chia seeds. Chia seeds have boron. Boron is a great nutrient because it holds the magnesium in our cells and it kills off candida. And that's a good thing. So chia seeds weren't enough boron for me though. I needed more boron. So I had a decision to make. Now, many of you, if you've driven down that Mojave Desert and there's that boron mine where they mine the boron, you'll see that in that Mojave Desert. Here's what happens. Boron is a mineral that's in the ground, and they mine it from the ground, and then some of it goes in a box and some of it goes in a supplement. When they put it in a supplement, sometimes they add some other things so that they can encapsulate the boron in a pill, and then they put it in a little gelatin tab. Well, most of us have decreased digestion, and so we're not uptaking that boron very well because of what they have to add into it to get it to go into the capsule with the machine. So remember, the boron all comes from that mine. Some of it goes in the supplement. They charge you like 3,000% markup. Some of it goes in a box. The box, and this is where we're thinking outside the box. The box is 20-mule team borax. It's a cleaner. And the reason it's labeled as a cleaner is because it changes the pH. And that's what it does in your body too. So I don't buy the supplements that goes in the gelatin pill that's had additives added to it, that's been marked up super high. I go to the cleaning supply. Now, I'm not saying you have to do this. I don't want any emails telling me how crazy it is. Well, you can send them, but I'm not going to reply to them. I got too many things to do and too many people to love on. I will share with you, though, how I take mine, even though that box says harmful if swallowed and ingested. I know it says that. It's that mineral that's mined from the earth. So is what I do is I take a teaspoon. Can you see? I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Give me a thumbs up. Can you see that powder in there, anybody? We've got a couple. Christina, can you see that powder that's in there? Anyway, I've got a rounded teaspoon of boron right here, okay? Rounded teaspoon of boron in my little pretty container. And I also have a quart of the best water I could get. Oh, you can't see it? Okay, you got to trust me on this one. It's a rounded teaspoon of 20-mule team borax right there. And I've got my quart of the best water. We don't want tap water. We want it at least filtered, a good spring water, the best water you can get your hands on. So you're going to take your water, you're going to add. Okay, so I hope you can see that. I'm pretty sure you can see that. So I added my 20-mule team borax that, remember, is a mineral. It's mined from the earth. And I'm going to shake it, shake it, shake it. And it takes, we'll do the shake dance. Oh my gosh, it's leaking on me. Put the lid on tight. Put the lid on tight while you shake, or you get a little boron wash. Okay, so you shake, shake, shake. So we're just going to pretend that I just shook that for 6 minutes because I don't want to do a live stream of me shaking boron. But it takes about 6 minutes. See how can you see how on there you've still got some sediment? You want to shake, 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 like whoom, shake, whoom, shake. That's my boron shake. You want to shake it until that's totally gone. And then that right there becomes your boron concentrate. This is your boron concentrate. Now, too much of a good thing is not a good thing. Boron's incredible. In fact, the last couple days in the shop, oh my gosh, I've shared with people and they were willing to think outside the box and they tried some. And it's so interesting. If someone's got pain, they'll take the boron and then they'll stand there and they'll start like moving their shoulder. And you can tell they're like doing this body scan. They're checking their fingers and moving their back and like doing all this because the pain goes down while we stand there and talk. That's how fast it works. Boron is also, it reduces inflammation. And if you have pain, you have inflammation. And so the boron, it can be that powerful for people. It's incredible. We're not getting what we need from our soils anymore. Our soils are deficient in boron. And boron plays in that magnesium family. And magnesium works better when you have boron. So for Julie, who was soaking in the magnesium and the Candida flares would get worse, Her body was saying, hey, I need some boron, because boron also balances Candida and brings it down. Okay, we've got some questions coming in. Christina, so easy and cheap. I drink 2 teaspoons twice a day to equal about 12 milligrams of boron. Excellent. Because here's the thing, too much boron is not good. So the They brothers, when you Google, the They brothers say, don't go over 20. I'm not comfortable going over 15. That's what I do good, like Christina, at 2 teaspoons in the morning of the concentrate. So does that make sense? So 1 teaspoon of the concentrate, you're not going to drink this all day long. 1 teaspoon of the concentrate is equal to approximately 3 milligrams of the boron. So 1 teaspoon of this concentrate equals approximately 3 milligrams of boron. So I do 2 teaspoons in the morning and 2 teaspoons at night. I don't know what's a good balance for you. You've got to play with that. You have to discover that. Start with 3 milligrams. Build up. I've been giving people just 3 milligrams in the shop, and they feel it. Like, you know, they're like, oh my gosh, the pain is going down. And so when we're soaking in magnesium and we're getting a Candida, okay, I've got an issue with my screen with the new iOS 10, and I don't know how to get rid of it. Okay, so when we're soaking in magnesium and you're getting a Candida flare-up, that means your body's saying, I need more boron. I need boron to help balance, because the magnesium's going, oh, let's get rid of the Candida. And this is super overly simplified. But the magnesium's going, let's get rid of this Candida, bringing it up, letting it go. But then your body doesn't have enough boron to finish the process. And so if you're soaking in magnesium and you're getting Candida flare-ups, it's your body going, hey, bring on the boron. And so that's a really simple way. Okay, so Jessie has a question, and she says, do you mix the concentrate with more water to drink it? Jessie, you can, absolutely. I don't personally, but you can. I just drink it straight. I just drink it, just the 2 teaspoons in a little glass. And but some people need to mix it in because it does have a little off taste. It's not bad. It's not like the acerola cherry is my hardest thing to get down. It's got that bitter sour quality. The boron's not hard for me to get down, but if it helps you to mix it in a little bit of water and drink it, go for it. Okay, so Lorena says, do you dilute it in water? So I don't, but you can, Lorena. If it helps you to get that down, dilute it in water. Flare up like today, I feel miserable and achy. Sonia, boron. In fact, Sonia, if you're in Cache Valley in Logan, come in the shop and I'll give you some. I have a really pretty glass. I have this really pretty, it's a little fluted glass that I'll even serve you, your little boron. Oh, in fact, hold on, I have to show you. How pretty is that? Like, boron should be taken in a beautiful glass. And I have the pink lipstick mark on there to prove that this was my boron glass. You don't have to take boron in a pretty glass, but this is how we take our boron. We like to do things elegantly. We put our finger up. Anyway, so funny. So boron is crucial. And if you are having a flare-up, if you're feeling achy, if you've got inflammation, you need boron to support the magnesium. And here's the other thing that happens. So with that Candida, you've got to make sure that you're drinking enough water to flush it out of your system. And so many times when we get achy and when we're not feeling good, we lose sight of those really simple basic things that we need to do. So Sonia, drink some, make sure your water, not too much, we don't want to wash electrolytes out, but make sure your water intake is up. And I personally, I'm not telling you what to do, but on days that I'm achier and I'm just feeling a little, I will up my boron, and it almost always helps, at least 50% and sometimes 100%. So fun. I love it. So more boron on board today. Oh, you're in Wyoming. Okay, so Sonia, get a beautiful glass. I think this is from IKEA. And put your boron in, and then sip your boron, and then celebrate like crazy that you're doing such good things for your body. But anytime I have a flare-up, a Candida flare-up, an arthritis flare-up, any type of pain going on in my body, I will offset that with some boron, but don't go too much. Too much boron is not a good thing, and so we don't want to do too much. And so I wanted to share that question that Julie had, that the magnesium, she goes, it's making it worse. No, I guess my filter is different. It's not making it worse. It's your body communicating to you, if you understand what it's saying, I need more boron. So for example, the other thing that happens when people soak and their heels start to crack like crazy, well, that's your body communicating, I need more omega-3s. And so do you see how you just have to understand that communication that's going on? But Candida, Candida people tend to have lower boron levels. And so if we can get you soaking in that magnesium, opening up that pathway of detoxification, and then adding the boron, oh my goodness, magical things start to happen, and you start to feel better. And when you start to feel better, you love on those people a little deeper, and you dream a little bigger, and you start creating all these beautiful things in your life. And that's what I want for you. So I am going to mentally have a little party with Sonia. Today she's in Wyoming, I'm in Logan, and we're going to take our boron, and we are going to know that that boron is also holding magnesium in our cells. Because when we get high stressed, the high stress levels, the magnesium gets pushed out through our pee. And so when we have adequate levels of boron, it holds that magnesium in the cell, so your body can take the magnesium and signal all of the things that it needs to signal. So Candida flare-up during magnesium soaking could be your body saying, give me some more boron. And so join me with a little beautiful boron shot. And you know what? It's okay. If you're not comfortable doing the 20 mule team borax, no problems, because it does say right on the box, harmful if ingested. I had to think outside of the box to reclaim my health. You can get boron from chia seeds. So if you're drinking chia seeds, that's a great way that you can get boron. I believe dates. I believe dates are also a good food source of boron, but there can be a little problem there because the dates can feed the Candida until you've got that in better balance. So, be careful on that one. Oh, Sonia says cheers. Okay. Cheers, Sonia, to our little boron drinks. Have a great day, and let's balance that Candida so we feel good.